I, Bernard Sanders, solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of Mayor of the City of Burlington, to the best of my judgment and ability, according to law, so help me God.
Bernard Sanders, a consistent loser, was now the big winner. Many people in Burlington are still in a state of shock following that city's most stunning political upset in memory last month. Considered by many to be unelectable, Mr. Sanders put together an unlikely coalition of supporters and edged the 10-year incumbent Gordon Paquette.
Why'd you get involved in politics in the first place?
I think it's kind of instinctual. You wake up in the morning and you look around and you see things that bother you, that don't make sense, and you say, I want to do something about that. I want to have an impact upon the world in which I live.
I'll tell you who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield.
Bernie Sanders is known as a fighter, and it's been a pleasure to do combat with him.
He leads by example, and he's the most principled man I've ever met, and I am the luckiest woman in the world to be married to him.
I am proud to announce my candidacy for President of the United States of America.
This is a campaign right now that has everything. It has absolutely everything going for it.
Huge surprise win in the Michigan primary.
Bernie is speaking to a yearning that is deep and real.
This should scare the Clinton folks.
There are a number of emails in which senior officials of the Democratic National Committee can be seen conspiring against Bernie Sanders.
The DNC was putting its thumb on the scale for the Clinton campaign and coordinating in ways that were inappropriate.
Do you agree with the notion that it was rigged?
Yes.
It is with enormous pride that I cast my vote for Bernie Sanders.
I move that Hillary Clinton be selected as the nominee of the Democratic Party for President of the United States.
I want to thank Bernie Sanders.
Bernard's great strength is he talks directly to people, and he isn't put off by the fact that they've got particular opinions that are different from his.
He started campaigning for Clinton really in earnest, basically as a full-time gig. Over 5 days, he did 14 events for her.
I think a whole lot of people are underestimating you.
The ideas that I talked about 4 years ago seem so radical and extreme. Today, they're kind of mainstream ideas. Don't underestimate me.
If we stand together, there is nothing we will not be able to accomplish.
Senator Bernie Sanders has been hospitalized in Las Vegas.
He's done. And I was
really?
Yeah,
you think he's done?
I think
wow.
he's done.
I am back.
He is on fire.
We won the popular vote in Iowa.
There's no one in this field who touches the enthusiasm.
We won the New Hampshire primary. We have now won Nevada.
The establishment's jaws are hanging off their faces. He's on his way to nomination. Now something can happen to stop him.
Obama said privately that if Bernie were running away with the nomination, he would speak up to stop him. The DNC put their thumb on the scales last time to get their chosen candidate. Do you really think these people have any qualms about intervening in any way they can?
Nominating a man who says we do not need any fundamental change in this country will not meet this moment.
If he asked you to be his running mate, would you say yes?
Yes.
How do we stop a movement of working people to get candidates out of the race to rally around Joe Biden? That's what we're taking on.
The idea of delaying primaries. Senator Sanders seemed comfortable with that. We should listen to what the CDC says.
The CDC and folks have said it's safe out there for Tuesday. I don't know what Senator Sanders was talking about, but I encourage people to get out there and vote on Tuesday.
People should not have to put their lives on the line in order to participate in our democracy.
Revolution. Americans aren't looking for revolution.
My husband was diagnosed with ALS. We had private insurance. Private insurance doesn't cover home care. Savings was gone, our retirement was gone. Everything was gone. And my husband was gone.
I need you to fight for me because I cannot do it myself. I need you to stand up for me and be brave for me because I cannot do it by myself.
It has been a very painful decision. I am announcing the suspension of my campaign.
He hasn't just come to this fight. He has been fighting for these issues for his entire life.
I give up.
You can't say you give up. I can't give up. You can't give up. How do you create a government that works for the middle class rather than the wealthy? It ain't easy, but giving up is not an option.
If you are elected president, in one word, what would you want to be known for?
Compassion.
Every man, every woman who toils, every member of the working class without exception is my comrade, my brother and sister, and that to serve them and their cause is the highest duty of my life.
No, it ain't Bernie, it is you. It must be you.